And that storm track is staying a little bit further to the north thanks to that big ridge over the area that's bringing all of the heat to the rest of us. Another sunny day across the area. Looking at your Skycam in Carbondale, not seeing any activity. We've got blue skies showing up, so it's not too bad as far as the active weather goes, but we're all still dealing with the heat. We've got really high temperatures extending really across a large portion of the country. Dallas right now is at 95 degrees. We're reading in the upper 90s here at home in Chicago, currently sitting at 99 degrees. Now that humidity is a little bit better than yesterday, so that's making the heat index values a little bit more bearable, if you can call it that. It's still muggy, it's still oppressive, but not quite as high as yesterday. Cape Girardeau feeling like 102, along with Sikeston, Paducah feeling like a 100, and Mount Vernon feeling like 108 degrees this evening. Your threat tracker bar is going to be staying low tonight as far as active weather goes. We're going to continue to see the clear skies, really warm weather sticks with us, but for the next couple of days, we're going to continue to deal with those really high temperatures. We don't start to see a break until the weekend, and by break it's still going to be hot, just not quite as hot as we get into the weekend. Right now you can see the heat advisories and the warnings extending all the way up from Wisconsin down off to the south, the deep south. So a lot of the country dealing with this heat. That excessive heat warning is that bright pink color that you see covering most of Illinois at this point, and of course parts of western Kentucky, southeast Missouri, and here in southern Illinois as well. And that's going to continue until 8 p.m. at least on Wednesday. Now that could be extended because temperatures are going to continue to be hot even into Thursday. So tomorrow morning we're going to be waking up to very similar conditions that we saw this morning. Temperatures will be dipping back down into the upper 70s, and it's going to be uncomfortable as we start the day. Once we get into the afternoon, those high temperatures are right back into the upper 90s, and then we're kind of just on repeat even into Thursday. By Thursday, still waking up to the temperatures in the upper 70s, and then the high temperatures going back up into the upper 90s yet again for many of us. So still a couple of days where it's just downright uncomfortable. Storm Track 3 app, keep that on standby. We don't start to see a break until the ridge starts to break down. So once the ridge starts to level out a little bit, that will allow for a cold front to sink through late on Thursday night and into early Friday. Now there is a small chance for an isolated storm. I think most of us are going to be staying dry, and the cold front honestly doesn't bring us a whole lot of relief, but it's at least a little bit better. So Friday dipping down into the mid 90s, Saturday 90 degrees, but by Sunday we're already trending back in the opposite direction. By Monday next week, upper 90s, and I think by midweek next week, a lot of us could be closing in on that century mark again. So once we look ahead to next week, the heat comes back and the dry weather sticks with us. So I think some of the dry weather is also going to be an issue if this continues for a whole lot longer.
Yeah, because that is intense heat. At that point, it's
very,
serious.
very hot. It's definitely something, we keep saying stay safe, but that heat will sneak up on you.
Yeah, it could be dangerous too.
Definitely.
All right, thank you, JC.